Hi, this is Ogres, and this video review is on WrestleMania Backlash 2021, which I guess was on May 16th, 2021 in the US, but in Australia it aired on May... One second. Oops. It aired on May 17th, 21 here. I did watch it a little bit later than usual. It took me from about 7:30 last night to about 11:30 to watch it. So yeah, the Kickoff Show basically just previewed all of the matches, and there were 6 in total on the main show. There was an actual kickoff match in the last 15 minutes of the show, I believe, and it went for like several minutes. It was Ricochet not challenging. It was an open challenge, but Sheamus didn't put his title on the line, so it was a non-title match. So the US title wasn't on the line. Ricochet versus Sheamus, but Sheamus hit the pro kick, I believe, on Ricochet and won by pinfall. But then Ricochet embarrassed Sheamus by putting on his jacket and hat after the match, which ticked off Sheamus. But yeah. The actual WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view on the WWE Network, or Peacock in the US, opened with the first match of Charlotte Flair versus Asuka versus Rhea Ripley in a Raw Women's Championship triple threat match. Rhea Ripley was the champion going in, but she retained by pinfall after she hit the riptide on Asuka when Charlotte Flair was outside the ring, and she pinned her to retain her title in the first title defense. The match, I believe, went for... if I was to guess, I think about 15 minutes, but I need to check the results. I will be putting the link in the to the results in the comment section below. But I'll continue with my review. About 30 to 40 minutes in, there was a backstage promo where Dominic Mysterio got attacked by the Dirty Dogs, Robert Roode and the Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, and it was Ray and Dominic Mysterio challenging Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, the Dirty Dogs, who were for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. But Rey Mysterio came out by himself. But towards the end of the match, Dominic Mysterio came out, and then eventually they won by pinfall when Dominic hit the frog splash on Roode and pinned him. And they became the new Smackdown Tag Team Champions. And that match was 17 minutes long, from what I understand. 17 minutes long. There was a promo backstage. Morrison stumbles upon the Army of the Dead, and then another promo backstage. The Army of the Dead stalk Miz and Morrison. And then about 1 hour or so into the show, the third match was The Miz with John Morrison versus Damien Priest in a Lumberjack match with zombies as Lumberjacks. This was not my favorite part of the show, but Damien Priest won by pinfall, and then the zombies attacked John Morrison and The Miz. Let's move on. I don't even want to talk about that match. And then about 19 minutes in, I think, or close to 90 minutes in, was... the fourth match on the pay-per-view was Bayley versus Bianca Bel-Air for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Bel-Air was the champion going in, but eventually she won the match by pinfall and retained the Smackdown Women's Championship after a competitive match. I think it lasted like 12 to 14 minutes, something like that. And there was the interview backstage. Kevin Patrick interviews MVP about the WWE Championship Triple Threat match. And then around the 2-hour mark was match number 5. Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley in a WWE Championship Triple Threat match. Bobby Lashley was the champion going in. He was 2 months into his title reign at this point, but he retained the title by pinfall. I forget who he pinned. I think it was Braun Strowman, I believe, yeah. And then the final match on the show was the main event, Cesaro challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. This was at the 3-hour mark, I believe. Yeah, I think this match went for about 30 minutes, if I remember correctly, because it was at the 3.5 hour mark. Does that make sense? Hang on. or close to the 3.5 hour mark. So I'm not sure how long it went for. I think it was just over 20 minutes. But anyway, the point of this was, yeah, Roman Reigns won by using the guillotine choke. So I think he won by knockout, I guess you would call it. And then after the match, Jey Uso did interfere towards the end of that match. Or after the match, I forget. And then Seth Rollins came down and attacked Cesaro after the match. Cesaro had an injured right arm. And Seth Rollins beat him up to end the pay-per-view. And I thought this was an average pay-per-view. It wasn't as good as WrestleMania 37, the 2 nights of WrestleMania 37. I thought it was 7 out of 10 at best because of the 2 triple threat matches. The SmackDown Tag Team titles was average at best. The SmackDown Women's title was good. And then the Universal Championship match. I thought the 2 matches that dragged down this show was the SmackDown Tag Team titles because it was too long, and the Lumberjack match was just awful. I thought this was just 2.5 to 3 out of 5 stars at best. This is the lowest rating for a pay-per-view that I've given since probably... When was the last time? 2021 haven't given any low reviews. I think the last one was probably maybe Extreme Rules last year. I don't remember. But yeah, that was it for WrestleMania Backlash. My next video review will be on the NXT episode from May 11th, 2021, which would have aired here May 12th, but didn't go up on the network probably until 4 or 5 days ago. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it tonight. But yeah, comment on the video review in the comments below. Give my video a like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, this has been Ogres. Peace out.